What's up, guys? We got a 2018 F-250 here with about 234,000 miles on it. What you're seeing out of the exhaust pipe here is not normal. Customer's complaint was a few weeks back he took it to another shop. He had a smoking issue. It wasn't as bad as it is now. They changed the crankcase filter and now the truck acts like it wants to run away. So what we found is we found coolant coming out from behind the DPF in the flange right there, dripping on the ground. Not sure if you all know it, but in 2011 when they introduced the 6.7, they also got rid of the air-to-air intercooler. Now it's a coolant-to-air. So what that means is, if you come close, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Right here you have a secondary coolant system, and this is what cools the EGR cooler, trans cooler. It cools the intercooler. So your intercooler is right here, and it has coolant that cools the incoming air into the turbocharger. But the problem is when this cooler goes bad and splits internally, it puts coolant into the engine. So the customer's complaint was every morning when he'd wake up and start the truck, it would start blasting away smoke like it was trying to run away and just making a heavy amount of smoke and clattering and fracking because of the foreign fluid getting into the cylinders. So basically the way we're gonna diagnose this is we're gonna pull the intercooler pipe, pressure test the secondary coolant system, and look for that coolant. But in this case, I'm pretty sure that's what it's gonna be. So stand by and we'll show you what we found. This is the intercooler pipe that comes from the bottom of that intercooler that we're telling you about that has coolant running through it to cool it. Let's come around this side and I'll show you. You can see right there, the intake is full of a oily looking substance. The reason why it looks oily is because with the CCV intact, you're still gonna have oil vapors from the driver's side valve cover into the intake housing of the turbo, and it comes through the intercooler. But what's in there that shouldn't be in there is also coolant mixed in with the oil, and that's where we're getting the fracking, that's where we're getting all the smoke from. So what's happening, like I was telling you, is this intercooler is busted. Another thing I want to show you while we have you here is if you look up top here, if you have that style crankcase filter on your truck that has the filter that is replaceable, take it off. They don't last very long. They clog up really quickly. This one was just installed by another shop. I don't recommend it. We recommend upgrading no matter what year your truck is to the 23 plus CCV filter. Doesn't have a replaceable filter. It's just a baffle, and you don't have to worry about the filter getting clogged up and having to replace it. So this is your fix. For you guys out there that want to delete this filter, that's cool, do what you want, but I used to think it was the right thing to do too, but honestly, unless it's a race truck or something, I wouldn't personally do it, because if that hose gets kinked that you run, now you're suffocating your engine. With this system, as long as that thing's flowing, your turbo is pulling it into the compressor housing and putting it back to the system. So for a little bit of oil vapor, in my opinion, it's worth keeping the crankcase filter on these trucks and just run the late model one and you'll be good to go. So we're gonna get the intercooler changed on this thing and get it running straight again. Good luck to you guys.